Welcome to the Tea with the Masters podcast, starring 4 of the world's leading martial arts experts. First up, we have the Warrior, world-breaking champion, holder of multiple world records, professional teacher, mentor, and World Martial Arts Congress representative for the Republic of Ireland, Sifu Keith Fanning. Next is the Scholar, author, speaker, mentor, business and life coach, and president of the USA Hapkido Union and USA representative for the World Martial Arts Congress, Grand Master Richard Hackworth. We also have the Technician, founder of Jaemukwan Hapkido, vice president of the USA Hapkido Union, member of the World Martial Arts Congress Education Committee, and Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association Florida State Representative, Grand Master Jay Janot. And let's not forget the philosopher, author, language, culture, and leadership development teacher, and spokesmodel for the World Martial Arts Congress, Instructor Ma. We invite you to like and share this video with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that you never miss an exciting episode.
Hi folks, Sifu Keith Fanning here, Grandmaster of the Blue Dragon Combat System, founder of the Guardian Program, holder of multiple world records and multiple world titles for breaking. Welcome to my segment of Tea with the Masters. In this segment I want to talk to you about the mindset of consistency. I know I've talked about this kind of stuff before, but you know, I've actually written some stuff down because I'm in the process of doing another piece for another article. I just wanted to go through some of this with you. So when you think about consistency, people think, oh yeah, train every day. You know, it's not only about training every day, it's about actual mindset. I want to talk to you about the mindset, because the mindset of the modern warrior is something that I try and preach a lot about. I don't mean in a bad way preach about, but in today's day, it's a TikTok era. If you don't catch your attention straight away with it, people scroll on. So for me, I want to talk to you. Now, I've written down 6 key points that I wanted to talk about. So first one's discipline, second one's routine, third one's persistence, fourth one's accountability, 5 is resilience, 6 is focus. So if we break this down and we go back, as I said, I've written this down today for a change. Excuse me. The foundations of consistency. Doing what must be done even when the motivation fades. Now, we all know, we can quote and we can go back as far as Mike Tyson with this one. You know, there was days he hated boxing, but he did it so much that it became part of life. It became part of every day. No matter what happens, the consistency of discipline has to be there. So, you know, discipline is not just about, I'll get up and train today. It can be purely and simply, I don't want to train today. I'm tired. It's raining. It's cold. It's winter. It's too hot. It's too cold. It doesn't matter. The discipline has to be there. It has to be done. Excuse me. The second one that I talk about is routine. So building daily habits. My father, who was also my master, was always about routine, and you built habit through routine. So building daily habits really put your body into a focus. Now, it's gotten to a point where my wife knows if it gets to about 8 o'clock in the evening, 8 p.m, I start getting a bit twitchy if I haven't trained, because my body's so used to training between the hours of 6 and 10 p.m, whether I'm coaching, teaching, or doing my own training, my body starts to get twitchy and going, come on, let's move, Keith. You know, there's something here. We're not doing something we're supposed to be doing. So I know it sounds crazy, but it is actually something that happens. And, you know, we've played around with it. My kids think it's very funny. Persistence. You know, you stay the course. You know, training can be tough. Training can be hard. You know, I'm in the process of a new break at the moment, getting ready for a new break, training for a new break. But each day is the persistence of keeping going, not giving up, setting new targets, new goals, making sure that I know it's going to take me about a year to get this break, but I must keep going. I have to keep going. So it's that moment of persistence that we must keep going. Accountability. Accountability to who? Because I train alone. So I have to be accountable to me. But I also have to be accountable to people that I let know, okay, this new break is coming up. So I contacted Grandmaster Hackworth and I said, listen, I've got a new break coming up. This is what's going to involve. And I tell him the process, I tell him the plan, I tell him the outlay, and just give him an idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Excuse me. So now it comes back to the accountability. Because if he calls me, say this Friday, and says, how's your training going this week? But I haven't really been training. And I tell him a lie. Oh, it's been going great. Who am I actually lying to? Am I lying to him? No. I'm lying to myself. So now, in the back of my head, I've just wasted a week's worth of training. Why did I do it? Why did I lie? So it's accountability. These are things that, throughout my training years, my master would have always said, don't point the line to me, don't lie to me, because you're not lying to me. He said, because in the back of your head, when you come up to a break or you come up to a fight or something, if your head knows, I haven't been training them as much as I should be, you're going to have that doubt, and that's where you're going to fail. Resilience is the fifth thing that I talked about. Bouncing back stronger after every failure. Again, this is something we talked about before. It's the old Chinese proverb, fall down 7 times, get up 8. There's loads of different ways of looking at it, and there's loads of different ways of trying to motivate yourself. But for me, the indomitable spirit that gets built with every break that I try and do, or every training session that I try and go that little bit harder, like even at this stage, trying to go stronger, harder on the conditioning. It's a hard thing to do because it comes to a point where you get tired, the hands are humming. They're not sore, but they're pumped. And you're kind of going, this feels really good, but do I want to keep going on? Yeah, well, I might as well do 1 or 2 more. But then I picked up an injury. It's not an injury, it's a bruise. Because I went 1 step too far. So I used some more Tita gel, do some more healing on it, and sure enough, I'm bouncing back now stronger than I was. The last one I talked about was focus. Maintaining clarity of purpose, refusing distraction, mastering your attention. This is something I talk about because of the fact that the focus is so hard to get now with phones. Realistically, I put on music when I'm training because it just stops me from being distracted because I can listen to the music. I'm not looking around to different things of distraction. My phone is switched off while I'm training. Unless I'm expecting a really important call, the phone is off. Or turned down silent. It might be turned off, but it's turned silent. Because in that moment, my focus is on what I'm doing because it's for me. It's not for anybody else. My dad used to have a great thing about this one was, the second you enter the dojang, hall, training school, whatever, it was time for you. This is where you were focused. You weren't distracted. Because if you're not fully listening to what the instructions are, you won't understand the technique, you won't understand the move, you mightn't understand the next breath and your qigong move, whatever. But it comes down to that focus. I can't get that through to people enough. Put your phones away for a few minutes. It's okay not to have your phone in your hand. It's okay not to be checking your Facebook or your Instagram or, Twitter. Focus on what you're doing. Take that time to focus because, let's face it, guys, there's a lot of people out there who say they don't have time to train. Well, I actually make time to train. Yes, I'm busy. Yes, I'm a father. Yes, I teach classes. Yes, I work a full-time job. But my focus comes back around because I have to train for me. Because at the end of the day, as I say in the Guardian program, I am my guardian, the guardian to my kids. I am the guardian to my family. And if my training is not where it should be, am I the true warrior, the true guardian they need if they ever need me? So these are things, I know this can go a little bit extreme and it can kind of go sidetracked, but at the end of the day, guys, these are just 6 things that I'm writing about at the moment for a magazine article. And it's 6 things that I think are key when it comes to consistency for everyday training. Not everybody has to train every day. I do personally, because I like to feel that I'm doing something positive for me every day. I'm not just going to work, coming home, teaching a class, coming home, having my dinner, going to bed. I don't like that. For me, it's about get up in the morning, I'll do my little bit of qigong, do my little bit of stretching. I don't wake the neighbours by doing my conditioning. I leave that till evening time. So I split my day's training. But you know what? 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, it doesn't kill you. Anyway, hopefully you get something out of this, guys. Feel free to jump on my podcast as well, the Warrior Spirit podcast. It's available on Spotify. Thank you to Grandmaster Hackworth again for giving me this segment. And my website is sifufanning.com, and you'll find me across all the social media platforms. If you have any questions, guys, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Again, thanks for listening. Take care.
Martial Arts Lifestyle 365, the world's leading martial arts resource.
Hello, I am Richard Hackworth. I am the USA Director for the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association and the USA Director for the World Martial Arts Congress. I am also the host of the annual Hapkido Instructors Course and Conference in the USA, sanctioned by the USA Hapkido Union and the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. Over the years, I have earned the reputation of being a scholar of the history, culture, and traditions of the Korean martial arts. I hope that you will find my part of the show informative and educational. This part of the show is sponsored by usahapkidounion.org. Today I want to tell you how the best martial arts leaders build cohesion. Some martial arts instructors and school owners seem to be naturally charismatic and universally liked. It might seem like they are just inherently confident, happy people who exude a warmth others find attractive. But research into popularity and liking, specifically the concept of the reciprocity of liking, reveals a more actionable secret. As it turns out, the most likable leaders have the longest lists of people they like. By expressing genuine liking first, they inspire a response in kind. It shouldn't come as a big surprise, but the more students and leaders you genuinely like, the more they will like you back. The research proves that people are attracted to and feel a bond with others who express liking for them. In other words, knowing that your instructor likes you increases your liking of them as well. When students recognize that their martial arts leader values them, they respond with a reciprocal level of liking and the positive, dedicated behaviors that reinforce it. This is a powerful dynamic for student retention and loyalty. Receiving the attention and attraction of a respected instructor acts as a reward, validating a student's self-worth and signaling future support and care in their training journey. Once the liking becomes mutual, the interest in forging a strong, lasting student-instructor relationship becomes stronger. The signals of liking in the martial arts studio. In the training environment, where students may be focused and sometimes a little cautious, they look for signals from their leaders. The best martial arts leaders aren't just great technicians, they are masters of expressing their appreciation and liking. Students perceive the following actions from their instructors as clear signs that they are liked and valued. Genuine compliments on technical progress or effort. Positive feedback that is specific and encouraging. Attentive listening when a student has a question or concern. Making time for small talk about their lives outside of training. Inclusive language, our school, We all train together. A willingness to offer assistance or stay after class for extra help. Initiating contact, a quick warm greeting when they arrive. Supportive nonverbal gestures, a head nod, a smile, and strong eye contact. Asking for advice or opinion on a teaching method or technique. Instructors who express their liking through these and other subtle signs are seen as more likable. Once students conclude that their instructor and many of their teammates like them, they reciprocate that feeling. When many people in the dojo express liking for each other, it creates a positive training climate where strong interpersonal bonds and lasting relationships are formed. The secret ingredient for dojo cohesion. This is one facet of what counts as great dojo or team chemistry. It's not so much that students naturally fit or identify with each other because they're similar, but the idea that they like each other and are liked by the leader. That creates a deep, powerful connection. Of course, people who like and feel liked tend to be more supportive, more trusting, and more collaborative, essential ingredients for effective, safe partner work. While many martial arts leaders look for a complex recipe for student retention and team cohesion, one simple answer stands out. Liking and the reciprocity it promotes are often the missing ingredient in building a thriving school culture. The best instructors actively encourage more of the behaviors of liking and consistently display them in their own interactions. They understand that leadership is about connecting first. Sometimes the most deceptively simple ideas have the most influence. How likable are you as an instructor? It often depends on who you choose to like and genuinely express that liking to first. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Remember, the journey to the heart of Hapkido begins with a single step. Get started today. Don't go away. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Ready to become a life champion? Dive into Be a Life Champion, The Martial Arts Way by Grandmaster Richard Hackworth, the ultimate guide to unlocking your potential using martial arts principles. Transform your life using the powerful techniques and wisdom found in martial arts. This book will inspire you to conquer challenges and elevate every aspect of your life. Master the art of living like a true champion. Available now on Amazon.
Hello, I am Grandmaster Jay Janot, the Vice President of the USA Hapkido Union, founder of Jaemukwon Hapkido, member of the World Martial Arts Congress Education Committee, and the Florida representative to the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. This part of the show is sponsored by the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. Learn more at www.kmaia.org. Today, I will be discussing the power of correct thought and why it's vital for a martial artist's daily life. Martial arts is not merely a physical discipline. It's a way of life that extends far beyond the walls of our martial arts school. The essence of martial arts lies not just in mastering combat techniques, but also in cultivating a mindset of discipline, focus, and mindfulness. In the journey of a martial artist, correct thought is an indispensable element that influences every aspect of their daily life. This article explores why it is crucial for a martial artist to use correct thought in their daily life, and how it can enhance not only their martial skills, but also their overall well-being. 1. Mental discipline enhances physical mastery. Martial arts is a fusion of physical prowess and mental acuity. Correct thought, in this context, refers to the ability to maintain mental discipline, focus, and clarity. In the heat of combat or during rigorous training sessions, a martial artist's ability to remain composed and think clearly can make the difference between victory and defeat. By practicing correct thought in their daily life, martial artists strengthen their mental discipline. This discipline is then seamlessly transferred to their training and fighting. They learn to control their emotions, maintain a cool head under pressure, and make well-thought-out decisions in the moment of action. 2. Cultivating patience and perseverance. Martial arts is a journey that demands unwavering dedication and perseverance. Progress in martial arts is often slow and incremental. Correct thought plays a pivotal role in helping martial artists navigate the challenges of their journey. It teaches them the value of patience and the importance of continuous effort. In daily life, martial artists learn to set long-term goals and break them down into smaller, manageable steps. They understand that success in martial arts, as in life, is a result of consistent, focused effort over time. Correct thought reminds them to stay committed to their goals and not be discouraged by temporary setbacks. 3. Emotional control and self-regulation. One of the core principles of martial arts is self-control. Correct thought encourages martial artists to master their emotions, particularly negative ones like anger, fear, and frustration. In daily life, this skill is invaluable. It enables martial artists to diffuse conflicts peacefully, make rational decisions even in stressful situations, and maintain harmonious relationships. The ability to control emotions also has a profound impact on a martial artist's performance. It prevents them from making impulsive and reckless decisions during a fight, which can be detrimental to their safety and success. Instead, they can channel their emotions into focused energy and use them strategically. 4. Mindfulness and awareness. Correct thought is closely tied to mindfulness and self-awareness. Martial artists are encouraged to be fully present in every moment, both in training and in their daily lives. This heightened state of awareness not only enhances their fighting skills, but also enriches their experiences. In daily life, mindfulness helps martial artists appreciate the beauty of the world around them and engage more deeply with their surroundings. It fosters a sense of gratitude and contentment, reducing stress and anxiety. Furthermore, heightened awareness enables them to detect potential threats or dangers in their environment, contributing to their overall safety. 5. Ethical and moral development. Martial arts is not just about physical combat. It's also about developing a strong moral and ethical foundation. Correct thought extends into the moral choices a martial artist makes in their daily life. They are encouraged to live by a code of ethics that promotes respect, integrity, and compassion. In their interactions with others, martial artists strive to be role models, demonstrating the principles they learn on the mat. They understand that their actions and words have consequences, and they take responsibility for their behavior. Correct thought guides them to make ethical decisions, fostering a sense of integrity and honor. 6. Conflict resolution and nonviolence. While martial artists are trained in combat techniques, the true essence of martial arts lies in the pursuit of peace and harmony. Correct thought teaches martial artists that violence is a last resort, and it should be used only in self-defense or in defense of others. They learn to seek peaceful resolutions to conflicts and to avoid unnecessary confrontations. In their daily life, martial artists become adept at conflict resolution through effective communication and empathy. They understand that violence begets violence, and they strive to be ambassadors of peace and understanding. Correct thought empowers them to de-escalate tense situations and promote reconciliation. 7. Building resilience and mental toughness. Martial artists often face physical and mental challenges that push them to their limits. Correct thought equips them with the mental resilience needed to endure hardship and overcome adversity. They learn to embrace discomfort and view it as an opportunity for growth. In daily life, this mental toughness allows martial artists to tackle life's obstacles with a positive attitude. They develop a never give up mentality and are more likely to persevere through tough times. Correct thought reminds them that setbacks are temporary and that they have the inner strength to bounce back stronger. As you can now see, correct thought is the invisible force that propels a martial artist forward on their journey. It underpins their mental discipline, emotional control, and ethical conduct. It helps them become not just skilled fighters, but also well-rounded individuals who contribute positively to their communities. Incorporating correct thought into daily life is not limited to martial artists alone. Its principles are universal and can benefit anyone seeking personal growth, self-improvement, and a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. Ultimately, correct thought is a powerful tool that enables martial artists to not only excel in combat, but also to lead more fulfilling and meaningful lives. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you will enjoy other episodes of the show here on this channel.
World Martial Arts Media is your complete source for martial arts magazines, radio, TV, movies, and the fastest growing community in the martial arts world.
Hello, I am Instructor Ma. I am the World Martial Arts Congress Language, Culture, and Character Development teacher. Now, on with the show. This portion of the show is sponsored by worldmartialartscongress.cn. Today, I am discussing why rank without substance is empty. The pursuit of the next belt, the next stripe, the next degree, is a natural and essential part of the martial arts journey. It provides structure, measures progress, and acts as a powerful motivator. But as both students and instructors, we must constantly confront a profound truth. Rank without substance is empty. When the sole purpose of your dedication is to acquire the next color, you gain nothing of lasting value. A high rank, bestowed without true merit, whether to retain a student or simply to impress onlookers, carries a hollow ring. It is obvious to every earnest practitioner around you. Your lack of focus, deficient technique, and shallow spirit become the unspoken tell. A belt does not make a martial artist. The training, the sweat, the humility, and the disciplined repetition, these are the crucible in which a true martial artist is forged. Let me explain the flaw of entitlement. For an instructor, bestowing rank without requiring commensurate effort is a disservice, perhaps the greatest betrayal of the martial arts philosophy. It teaches entitlement instead of perseverance. A high rank handed out freely carries no real weight because it does not reflect the necessary ingredients of mastery. 1. True struggle. The willingness to push past comfort, fatigue, and frustration. 2. Technical mastery. The countless repetitions required to make a movement instinctive. 3. Spirit and character. The discipline and respect developed through dedication. If the journey is reduced to merely going through the motions, you learn and then quickly forget, because the true significance was never important to you. The meaning of rank is not in the color of the cloth. The meaning is in the journey itself. So what is the true substance of the belt? What then gives the belt its weight? Every bruise, every moment of doubt overcome, every repetition executed after your body screams for rest, that is the substance that flows into the cloth. The belt becomes a symbol, a physical marker of time invested, discipline mastered, and character forged. For the devoted student, your rank is a contract. It is a promise that you possess the skills, knowledge, and ethical foundation to wear that color with humility and responsibility. It's a testament to the fact that you haven't just learned to fight, you have learned to commit. The hardest transformation. If you do not truly believe this, if your focus is still on the appearance of rank rather than the substance of your journal, there is a swift and brutal lesson waiting for you. Step onto the mat for a serious sparring match or grading exam with someone who has actually embraced the full burden of training and dedication. The result will be a transformative moment, In that instant of honest pressure, the empty ranks dissolve. The reality of technique, control, and focused spirit takes over. In that moment of truth, you will either quit and allow the hollow nature of your rank to be revealed, or you will experience a profound shift in thinking. The highest virtue is often the hardest to achieve: humility. To recognize your own lack of depth, to swallow your pride, and to willingly step back to a white belt mindset, or even a literal white belt, is the bravest act of all. It is the moment you finally stop chasing the reward and start dedicating yourself to the process. Which path will you choose? Will you wear a cloth of empty decoration or a mantle of earned respect? For more information on joining the World Martial Arts Congress or getting our character development program for your school, please visit our page at www.facebook.com/World Martial Arts Congress. If you got something from this video, and I certainly hope that you did, it would mean a lot to me if you liked and commented on this video. Thank you for watching.
You have been listening to the Tea with the Masters podcast. We hope that you enjoyed our show, and we look forward to having you join us again next month for another exciting episode. Be sure to browse our channel and subscribe for more exciting and educational content.